Hey everyone, welcome back to The Checkup. If you happen to be new to my YouTube channel, make sure you subscribe, click that button up there, and click the notification bell so that when I upload videos, you're notified. This week on The Checkup, we're talking about 5 things you should ask before you have sex. Whether or not you're having sex for the first time, or if you're single and, just want some friends with benefits, you should be asking certain questions before you engage with someone sexually because, let's face it, people that we have sex with, they're strangers, and we want to find out as much information as possible. So here are 5 things you should be asking. Question number 1. When was the last time you got tested? Being sexually active with multiple sexual partners means that you owe yourself and everyone else the courtesy of getting tested regularly and being open about your results. When I say tested, I mean for HIV and STIs. The answers recently, and I'm negative, are not good enough answers. You really need to know the when and the what. When were they last tested and what were they tested for? Was it HIV? Was it syphilis? Was it for gonorrhea, herpes? If someone is evasive or makes you feel guilty for asking the question, or they say the answer, oh, don't worry, I'm clean, these are huge red flags. And by the way, clean? That's not an answer. I didn't ask if you showered, bro. Bye, Felicia. The second question you want to ask someone before you have sex is whether or not they're single. And this may be a little bit obvious, but there are so many different variations of relationships. Open relationships or polyamorous. If they're in an open relationship, you want to be clear exactly what that means and what the rules are so you don't develop expectations that aren't fair for you, that person, and their other partner. Regardless of their status, make sure that you are comfortable moving forward with sex. Alright, number 3. Before you have sex with someone, you should probably ask them, are you sleeping with anyone else? You want to figure out exactly how many people... Not exactly how many. You just want to figure out if this person is sleeping with other people. Not only is this to protect you and your feelings, it's also to protect your health. That's because their other sexual partners could ultimately impact your own health, and you'll want to know what kind of sexual activity they're getting into. The 4th question you want to ask before having sex is, how do you practice safe sex? No matter the gender of the person you're sleeping with or the body parts that they have, you'll want to get into a discussion with them before you have sex on how you and that person can be the most safe. This could mean using male or female condoms. It could mean limiting the fluids that you share, or it could mean avoiding certain sexual activities altogether. It's really up to you and the person you're having sex with. There's nothing worse than being in the heat of the sexual moment and then bringing up safe sex practices for the first time. The 5th and final question I think that people should be asking before they have sex is, what are you into? Figuring out what the other person is into sexually before sexy time begins is also extremely important. And you might not make the most educated decisions if you're upset about worrying someone during sex. So before you have sex with someone, it's important that you know what your likes and dislikes are, and it's equally important to ask them what they like and what they dislike. For example, if you don't like to swallow, and that's what they're looking for, it's better to find that out before your mouth is wrapped around their genitals. Well, there you have it. There's 5 questions that you should be asking before you have sex. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, give it a thumbs up, comment below, and share it with your friends. See you next week. Bye.